Welcome to this week's Pilot Institute and Unmanned Tactical Group's Public Safety UAS News Update. My name is Brandon Carr. I'm a co-founder of Unmanned Tactical Group. For this week, we're going to talk about Skydio's new X10 launch, a DJI firmware update that we've been long waiting for, a preemptive challenge that's happening in Texas with a pilot that flew over a correctional facility, and then we're going to do our agency highlight with Campbell Police Department out there in Campbell, California. It's going to be a fun public safety news update. Let's dive in. For this week's agency highlight, we're going to talk about Campbell Police Department in Campbell, California. First up, we have Skydio's new X10 launch. This platform looks like it's going to be an outstanding platform for public safety. It came with a lot of the sensor packages and capabilities in the system that public safety has been begging for a Blue UAS for quite some time. The X10 boasts a 40-minute flight time. It's IP55 rated, very comparable with the M30 system so far. It boasts a FLIR Boson 640 by 512 13.6 millimeter thermal sensor. So it's going to be one of those sensors that they've been also begging for public safety, to be able to search for people, to be able to have high resolution on structure burns, wildfires, and things of that nature. So finally a comparable thermal sensor for Blue UAS systems. It also boasts a massive 1-inch Sony CMOS sensor that has 50 megapixels in there. So that's going to be great for any type of mapping functionality that you may want to utilize for disaster response, crash crime scene reconstruction, infrastructure inspection, things of that nature. That sensor is going to be more than enough. It also boasts a 48 megapixel half-inch Sony CMOS sensor with a 190 millimeter zoom capability. So that's going to be really good for being able to utilize that zoom capability for undercover operations, for being able to zoom in on license plates, or be able to make sure that any type of tactics that first responders may be wanting to utilize for de-escalation or any type of resource allocation. That zoom sensor is going to be real nice for that. It doesn't quite have the zoom capabilities as the M30 at 190 millimeters. The full focal length on the M30 is a little over 400. But it is a much better improvement compared to all the other Blue UAS systems that are on the market today. So great platform. I'm really looking forward to seeing it in the wild. It is a great response to a lot of the calls that public safety has been making for all of those states that have legislation that was put forward from them banning the use of Chinese equipment or any equipment that is banned on the 889 list. So great opportunity for them to be able to finally get an aircraft that is going to keep them safe. Looking forward to seeing this one. Great job, Skydio. Next up, we have the DJI firmware release that public safety has been begging for quite some time. The firmware includes RID compliance for the Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced and the Phantom 4 RTK. This is a firmware that we've been begging for, that we were told we might be waiting until December for, but Christmas came early from that perspective. So if you're running a Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced or a Phantom 4 RTK, make sure that you are updating your aircraft to 2.5.1.17 so that you can get that RID compliance. Now again, RID did get pushed until March. However, there is the possibility of select enforcement, it appears. But you always want to make sure that you are standing above and beyond that you need to. Since we are public safety, we need to be the example. So make sure that you're updating your aircraft for anything that is a Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced. It's also important to note that they came out and said that they are not going to support any type of RID compliance for the Mavic 2 Enterprise Zoom or the Mavic Enterprise Dual. So if you are one of those agencies that are still utilizing that system, make sure that you are still going out and getting that module. You also have the ability to utilize the waivers as well if you're using those equipment and you can update. So thank you, DJI, for pushing out that firmware a little bit early. We're looking forward to being able to utilize those Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced to collect evidence and things of that nature now. Thanks so much. For this week's agency highlight, we're going to talk about Campbell Police Department in Campbell, California. On Tuesday, September 19th, around 11:30 p.m., the Campbell Police Department received a report about a missing 84-year-old Alzheimer and dementia patient that had been missing from his room for a little over 5 hours. So a massive search across the Campbell city was conducted. They searched parks, they searched other healthcare facilities, walking trails everywhere for this individual. Around 1:30 in the morning, one of the Campbell Police Department drone pilots was able to locate the missing individual near Highway 17 in Campbell, California. He was able to coordinate ground crews to go and get a safe apprehension of that individual and was able to get him the healthcare needs that he needed after going to the hospital. Outstanding work, Campbell Police Department drone team. Way to go on locating that individual. You very likely saved his life being so close to a highway, having Alzheimer's dementia, and being the age he was. Outstanding work. That wraps up our Public Safety UAS News Update for this week. I really appreciate everybody joining. If you're a public safety entity, make sure that you check out the Interpol Drone Expert Summit that's occurring in late October in Chula Vista, California. Again, if you're a public safety personnel, they have free seats for you. So make sure that you go and check out that webpage at UASnorway.no/DFR. This conference is going to be focusing on DFR. So if you are interested in setting up a drone as first responder program, whether you're fire EMS or law enforcement, search and rescue, we're going to be talking about everything from how to set up a drone as first responder program, how to do fully beyond visual line of sight operations. You're going to get the opportunity to hear from agencies all over the world. So make sure that you capitalize on that opportunity. Head over to that webpage and make sure that you secure your free seat. We look forward to seeing you out there. Also, we have a lot of classes coming up this year in the Houston region for Unmanned Tactical Group. We're looking to build out already for other states. So if you're looking for any type of UAS for public safety course, whether it's Part 107 all the way up to counter UAS, search and rescue tactics, or any type of crash crime scene reconstruction, we would love to come to your agency and put on that class for your area. So if you're interested in that, make sure you head over to unmanntacticalgroup.com, and we look forward to hearing from you. Y'all stay safe. We'll see you on the next one.